Hello. Hello there, everyone. Just taking a breath. Getting ready for this stream to start. Hoping I get someone right in the chat to let me know if you can hear me or not. It says we have 8 people waiting, so let's just give it a minute. Oh, that's why. Nothing was showing up in the chat. Okay. It just appeared the second I put something, like the whole chat just came up with a bunch of comments. Okay. So yay, I'm excited to be here. So happy. What the chat just connected. Please wait while we try to reconnect you. Well, that's not going to be cool. I don't know how to fix that. But I do see some people's comments here. Hi, Chris. Leslie, hi. Dennis, nice to see you. Interesting. Wow. Well, what am I supposed to do about that? The chat's not working for me, guys. That's going to be kind of a bummer if I can't see the chat. Oh, there it goes. Okay, I refreshed it. Okay, thank you guys for being patient with me. It finally loaded. All right. Hi, April. Good to see you. Miss Liz, good to see you. Hello, Claudette and Queen Victor. Always a pleasure. Oh, just reading over the comments here real quick. Yeah, the delay was definitely brutal. I'm like, what is going on here? Okay, you guys can see me. You can hear me too, right? I'm going to guess you can hear me. Hello, Planet Disclosure. Nice to see you here. Joanna. Oh, and Gara. Nice to see you. Okay, I'm pretty excited. First of all, I just wanted to take a moment real quick to wish one of my best friends a happy birthday, because it's her birthday today, and she's in the chat. It is Miss White Swan there. So everyone send her some good birthday energy, good loving energy for her birthday. She is seriously like one of the best moderators that you could possibly get. She always has the links ready. She's always very active usually in the chat. She pays attention. She asks questions. It's like I'm always just, so impressed with her. Not only that, but, she's always there for me. She's always is the voice of reason. She's still comforting, but she definitely doesn't baby you with the information that you give her. When she wants to give you advice, she will give it to you true. She shoots it straight, and I love that about her. I remember one time I told her that her energy reminded me of a kind of a Calamity Jane, and then she told me that actually she was really good at shooting guns. She was in like law enforcement before, so she's definitely our Calamity Jane here, quick to drop those links. So thank you so much for being my moderator and my best friend. I really appreciate you. Thank you for being there for me for so many times that I really needed someone. So thank you. I love you. Okay. So, let's do the fortune cookie real quick first too, because actually I'm going to do 2 fortune cookies. I'm going to do one directly just for Miss White Swan there, and I'm going to do one for the collective. Boop. Those are the ones. Okay. All right, Miss White Swan, pick right or left. Right or left. This is my right. This is my left. Which one do you want? Just going to wait a second. That's right. You're getting your fortune cookie right now. The right. Okay, got it. This is for you, girl. This is for you. All right. We got a fortune. Okay, you got pure love is a willingness to give without a thought of receiving anything in return. That's beautiful. That's really beautiful. That was a really good message. I'll take a picture of it afterward too and send it to you. Oh, sorry. That's why I was like right, left. So, but that one was seriously for you. That one was appropriate right there. Yeah, That one was good. All right, now we're doing the one for the collective. So this is for all of you guys. Anyone out there needing a little bit of fortune in their life? Make sure there's a fortune in it. Yeah, there is. Sometimes they come without fortunes. It's very rare, but it does happen. Okay, for the collective. We got regenerate your system through diet and exercise. Save the cookies. Okay. That's so funny because the message that I literally keep getting is drink freaking more water. It's like not even funny how many different places I'm just getting the message like over. And not only that, but it's like repeating like from yesterday to today. They're like, drink more water. I'm like, oh God, you're right. I haven't been drinking any water lately. So been a little bit stressed out. But I'm absolutely happy to be here with you guys today. So yes, those are really good fortunes. Unconditional love is one of the hardest loves to learn, but when you really want something and you're really determined and you really open your heart up to surrendering to the ideal that maybe you don't know what that is, and you need God to show you what that really means, he will. And it is one of the strongest loves that you can have out there for sure, is really learning how to give love without an agenda, without conditions of, well, I'm only going to give love for this person if they act in this certain way, or they, treat me in this other way, or do these things for me, like unconditional love. Yes. Strongest force in the world. True divine love. So I'm going to eat the cookies for sure, Dennis. I'm going to eat the cookies afterward. Hello, Cricket. I try to say hi to everyone that I see come in too. Hello, my beloved. Sometimes I shorten the name. Sorry. If I feel a little bit hesitant, I'm like, can I pronounce that really? Like, I've not really ever been very good at pronouncing things. So I unconditionally love you, Miss White Swan. Oh, I love you. Okay. So let's jump right into it. I got a friend with me here today. I decided, since the topic of conversation is going to turn to some reptilians later, that I would bring my Squishmallow, my T-Rex. His name is Xander, but we also call him Cookie Doodle, so it's fun. Oh gosh, I have had some crazy things be happening to me lately, and I'm really excited to share them with you guys. So I'm just gonna bring myself into my body so I can get into this, sharing this message with you. Okay, so what the main topic right now revolves around is this new upcoming conference event that I'm going to. Okay, I got struck with the inspiration. As if any of you guys have been following my channel, you know that I make these things called creation spreads. They're like little, I used to call them manifestation spreads, but the thing is that it's creating it. I'm creating something. I'm using my creatorship to amplify the energies, to bring certain energies to these events, that certain experiences for people, to inspire them for people. And it usually involves like a feeling, or it involves songs, it involves just special little trinkets of mine and what those symbolize. Okay, so I pull together a little scene. It comes through me, I get it in my mind, and then I start bringing the pieces together to lay the scene out. So the first thing I got about this new creation spread, which I'm really excited to share some of the crazy synchronicities and things that have happened to me revolving this coming through already. Okay. So I made one last year for that it was probably my favorite creation spread, and it was called A Star Is Born. Okay. And I posted it on Facebook and everything, a little video of it. And when the event actually happens, I take quite a few of the pieces that I put into it and I give them out as gifts to the people that either they represented or that I'm inspired to just on my own. And so this year's spread, since I had so much fun at the last Journey to Truth conference, I decided this year's spread, I wanted to really make it special. And so I just waited for what's the themes, what's the movies, what's the songs, what should be the title of this creation spread. And I realized that it was going to be called The Alchemical Fire. Now, the reason that I wanted to call it The Alchemical Fire is because of one of the recent movies that I've watched that absolutely has turned into one of my favorite movies ever. Okay. And it's called the Holy Mountain. And I've even mentioned it before when I was going through all those really intense hot flashes that I really felt like I was in the scene of the movie where, and if you guys ever get a chance to watch this movie, let me tell you, it's freaky, it's weird. I'm just going to tell you that, but it is amazing. There's no other word for it. It's just absolutely incredible. I couldn't take my eyes off of it. And there's a scene where um, the main character, who is basically representative of the human soul, okay, and the transformation that it has to go through in order to evolve spiritually on the road to enlightenment. I really believe that. And there's a scene where he's getting put through an alchemical fire, which he's put into this egg, this crystal clear egg, and it has these two other ports on the side of it that lead into the egg, and they're burning stuff and making it sweat, like a sweat lodge almost. And so I decided, like, that's the scene that I'm going with. It's called the alchemical fire. All right. So I started imagining, okay, like, so what's going to be, some of the main parts of it that I'm going to bring together. And I came down because I'm like, what's going to represent the egg? What's going to represent the egg and the vases? Like, I couldn't get a little set that looked like that. So I decided, okay, I'm just going to do 3 vases, and I'm going to have them be symbolized. I'm going to fill one with water, one with sand, and one with like fake diamonds. Okay. Like, that's what I decided I was going to do. And then I also was going to have, and I bought these crystals, okay? And they're called, I'm going to show them to you in a second. They're called blue synchronicities stones, okay? Now, here's the first synchronicity already lining up for me, okay? So I'm going to buy these blue synchronicities stones, all right? And I bought one that was just raw and polished. And then I got one that was cut and looks like a gem. And so this was going to represent the human soul going through the transformation of refinement and purification. Okay. And so, hold on. You're taking me. Gotta slow down. I guess I should get out and show them because I feel like people are wanting to see the stones. So I'm going to do that right now. It's actually called the wish fulfilling stone, which I just was blown away by. I'm the blue fairy. What am I obsessed with? I'm obsessed with heart wishes. And I already knew about the stone Sintamani, and I knew about some of its qualities and its properties. I knew some of its history and its stories. And so I already loved the stone in itself, but I did not know they had a blue one. And this is the wish fulfilling stone. Okay, it's actually transparent. You can't really tell in here, but if I shine a light behind it, it glows blue. So that's something it's a meteorite, I believe. Sorry about my nail polish there, guys. All right, so yes, so I got my wish. But here's the thing. Here's the crazy thing. This creation spread's called the alchemical fire, right? This is actually known in alchemy as the philosopher's stone. I didn't know that. I didn't know that ahead of time. I was like, wow, okay, though. Yeah, I probably should take it out of this little case here so you guys can really see it. Hold on one second. It came in this beautiful case, and I plan on honestly keeping it in this case to go on there. This is all going to line up with a heart song, too, by the way, and my daughter's dreams. So this is really, oh, my God. Again, ignore the freaking nails, but look at this. Look at this. It actually looks like, in certain lights, it looks like it's got a white rose inside of it. I just thought that was absolutely beautiful, because I actually had an experience once where meditation where Jesus had given me a blue rose that had a crystal. It was crystallized. And so it kind of really reminded me of that. I'm really happy about that. So anyway, let's keep going, though, because there's more. There's more. All right. So we're going to get to the part where I also, so the 2 movies for this creation spread, The Holy Mountain, and then the next one came to me, and it was, and this is kind of funny, you guys, I'm sorry, this is a children's movie, but it's Moana, okay, because the main person who's throwing this event, they told me that his character was a Maui character, and absolutely, I can see how he would be a Maui character. He absolutely has the same kind of sense of humor, he's got the same kind of confidence, and really, the song, You're Welcome, which is one of the heart songs for the event, really, that is the truth. He's the one pulling it all together. He's literally the one pulling the whole event together. So I was like, okay, this is a heart song for the event, and I thought to myself, what could I put into my creation spread to represent Maui, right? Well, what does he use to shapeshift? He uses a giant hook. Okay, so I decided I'm going to buy a fishing hook and I'm going to put it in the creation spread to represent Maui. And then I realized, I stopped a second, I realized, wait a second, in the movie The Holy Mountain, when the man, as the fool, decides to seek out the alchemist, all right, he ascends this giant tower on a giant fish hook. So, I mean, synchronicity, we're going, it's working, okay? Now, here comes another heart song for the event, though, okay? Totally crazy. I cannot believe that that this is lining. These synchronicities, I'm sorry, they just blow my mind. Okay, so y'all remember last week, or last time, 2 weeks ago at this point, that my daughter had a dream that we were angels and that she was holding the earth and the sun and she was connecting them together. And she said, I was there too, and that I was also an angel and I was holding the moon and a blue planet. Okay, and we were connecting these things. All right, well, I decide, there are people that I go to, okay, like a couple friends of mine that they post songs every now and then. So I go and I look for new inspiration. Sometimes I go and I check to see, because not only do I allow random songs to come up on YouTube that sometimes end up being heart songs, but this is another way that I go to I call them my music oracles, basically. It's a music oracle person. So I went to go see, okay, what new songs have they posted? And this is after I'm getting all of this downloads about the creation spread and what's it going to be. And the song, okay, is called Joy by Circulatory System. And it's a really good song. See, that's the thing. It's hard to find, okay, with my music tastes and stuff, they're very vast, but, I have a certain style that I really like, and this person happens to like that same style, and so it's just like when you find someone that you click with musically, you're like, yeah, sweet, play me some. Because music is really the thing that drives me in life the most. My music magic is the thing that really just it's just the thing I love the most. I don't know how. I'm like looking for the word, like what is it? It's just the thing I love the most. So this song, it starts with, "We're only made of water, sand, and stone." I'm like, wow, okay, so that totally fits in with my creation spread and the fact that I was bringing in those bases for the alchemical fire and the transmutation of the human soul, the refinement of the human soul. Okay, so I'm listening. My ears are perked up like happen when that type of synchronicity comes along. And then not only it says it's no secret we have this little blue world inside. And I just thought that was so crazy, considering my daughter just had a dream about me holding a blue planet and the moon. And then we got the wish fulfillment stone. Tell me that don't look like a little blue world. It is a little blue world. And I also made this to go into it too, just a little side thing. I just made this little cute thing. The blue fairy. I was thinking actually of putting her into a little vase too. How that, Zelda has it. You have to catch them and keep them in a bottle for when you need them. But more Moana stuff. Okay, so there's more Moana stuff that came up too. And this is going to lead into my stories of the visitations that I got from the giant hawk that lives in my area. Because it is a huge hawk. And it visited me 2 days in a row in connection with this, thinking about the creation spread, thinking about the event, thinking about the movie that was it. I was literally listening to the songs, the heart songs that I picked, the Your Welcome song. I was listening to that the first time, and then the second time I was listening to another one of it. So let me just get into that though. So the first day that this happened, okay, because really, what does Maui use to, if any of you have seen the movie, and I'm sorry if you haven't seen the movie, you're just going to have to trust me on this. You're going to have to go look it up. But Maui, using his giant fish hook, okay, often shapes into a giant hawk. Okay, so the one day I'm sitting here in my room and I'm dancing like I do, preparing for the creation spread, preparing for the event, putting joy, because that's the thing. That's what that heart song told me, the joy song. That told me that that's the emotion that we are putting into this event. We want people to feel joy. And I do. That really is my favorite emotion, I guess you could say. I mean, because there's so many different variations of positive emotions. Joy is really one of my favorite. So this is what we're putting into it. So I'm sitting here and I'm dancing And then I notice, it catches my eye, a hawk, this giant hawk. It swoops down, it tries to grab a little bird it was hunting, and it didn't catch it. And so it ended up flying just over to another tree, and it sat there. And it just sat there and it watched me. And so as it was looking at me, I put on the You're Welcome song. And so I danced to You're Welcome. Because I'm like, oh, you, what are you doing? I'm going to just sit here and entertain you? Fine, I'll do that, So, and it stayed the entire song. It stayed and watched me dance. And eventually it did drop into my bush. And then I thought, I was like, where'd it go? I was sitting there watching. Eventually it left. But I was like, goodbye, hope to see you again. The very next day, of course, I'm thinking about the event again. I'm thinking about Moana. I'm playing some Moana songs. It was early in the morning. I just dropped my son off at school. And I was thinking, well, what is my character? Is it the ocean? Because I kind of thought it was the ocean. I'll tell you what it is. It's because I didn't feel like I could choose Moana because my daughter's always Moana to me, the little baby Moana. But one of my favorite songs from the movie is the song called I Am Moana, the song of the ancestors. And so I was playing this song and I was thinking about how much I love it, how I'd even visualize playing a clip of it during one of my presentations that I'm going to give in the future and stuff. And I'm like, you know what I'm going to do? I was like, I need to get the energy of Moana. What is she bringing? Well, she's going to Maui. She's going to grab him by the ear and she's going to say, Maui, shapeshifter, demigod of wind and sea, you will board my boat, sail across the great ocean, and restore the heart of Tafiti. Because I actually already have a stone that represents the heart of Tafiti. So that's the whole purpose of Moana, is to, then she realizes that she can do it herself, that she realizes who Tafiti really is, and she ends up restoring it. So that's good. But as I was saying this, I'm like, you will board my boat, sail across the great ocean, and restore the heart of Tafiti. As I said that last word, a giant hawk, the giant hawk, swoops down over to the side here next to my car and tries to grab a little bird, and it doesn't get it. And then, I still had quite a ways to go till I got home, and it's flying. And I'm just like, oh my God, this hawk. I love this freaking hawk. And I'm watching it, and it's it's going faster than me even. And I'm driving for so long as I'm following alongside of it. I'm like, okay, guys, I said to my spirit guys, I said to them, if this hawk lands in my tree when I pull into my driveway, if this hawk is really going to my house and he lands in my tree, I'll know it's really Maui. I'll know it's really that energy. I'll know it's you guys. And so I'm following it, going to my house, really. It's following me. And I go to pull my driveway, and sure enough, it landed in the top of my tree, Esmeralda back there. Landed in my tree. I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my God, and so I took a picture of it. I sent it to some of my friends. And I guess I'm Moana this time around for this event. We're bringing some fire. We're bringing some purpose-driven heart restoration fire. We're bringing joy. We're bringing, what else is? We're bringing the fire. We're bringing the alchemical fire, because that's really what it is. That's what I've stopped to think about. I'm like, that is really what these events really are. When we get in close quarters with each other and we share energies in a more physical way, we're sharing our coding with each other. We're sharing our upgrades. We're sharing our lessons. We're sharing our hearts. And so I really hope that all the work that I've done on myself can be useful and helpful to people at this event that I'm going to, because I'm bringing that alchemical fire for people to have their hearts restored. So I'm really excited about that. I think that's all I got on that one. Yes. Well, I was trying to really go slow because I realize a lot of times I miss certain things when I think of other live streams. I miss certain big important details if I don't slow myself down. So there we go. I managed to do it. All right. So we're bringing joy, guys. I hope some of you can make it to the Journey to Truth conference too to meet me, because that's where I'm going to be. May 22nd to the 25th. And I'm pretty sure, I don't know if it actually worked as a link, but I definitely put the link to where you can get tickets and information in the description. So if you could, please like, share, and subscribe. I was going to say that a couple times so that way people can remember. Please like, share, and subscribe. Oh, look at it. And you put it in the chat. My happy birthday, Miss Liz. Thank you for doing that, best moderator. Okay. So what are we going to go over next? I know what we're going to go over next. I was really excited to talk about this, actually. Wait. I remembered one more thing I want to talk about before I get into that part. Okay. So there was another thing. I guess I feel like it's a time for, after the whole Corey Good thing, I feel like people are really revved up to really purify this community, so to speak, and call people out for the truth of what, like what they're bringing, the information they're bringing. So, there's this guy, he has a website called deciphering.tv, I think is what it is. His name's Eric Hecker. I met him last year, actually, at the Journey to Truth conference, and he actually took on a woman in the community who calls herself Marina Serene. Okay. Now, I definitely would recommend checking out this video. This interview that he did with her was like 3.5 hour long interview thing, but I couldn't keep my eyes, like I had to keep watching it. I had to keep hearing it. I had to finish it out. It was very entertaining. At first, honestly, all I saw was a little clip of it, and I thought that Eric was being a little bit harsh on her, with how he was speaking. But then I realized after I listened to the long interview from start to finish, like, I don't feel like he was inappropriate, honestly. I feel like when you really stop and listen to what she's saying and how crazy it is, it was like, wow, I don't know if I'd be able to hold my temper a little bit. I already know I deal with someone like that on a regular basis already. And it's hard. It's hard to stay calm when someone is being so evasive and using deflections. And, that's the thing. And we're about to transition into the next topic of discussion, which is this new channel that I found, all about reptilian information, a man who channels reptilians. And oh my gosh. So that's really the thing, is that we really need to bring into ourselves. I feel like some of it, we need to be wanting the truth, really wanting to confront the truth, even if it means having to be a little bit harsh, like not letting people take advantage of us, not letting people pull the wool over our eyes when they have gaps or parts of their story that they can't explain. You know what I'm saying? If they're trying to just explain it, but in a way that doesn't make sense, you know what I'm saying? Like holes in the story, so to speak. Because people, when you come out here, even for me, like, I get it. Like, I know that anyone could come and challenge me, and I better know myself. I better know myself well enough to be able to stand up, and when one of my beliefs is challenged, to be able to have the information to back it up and be like, no, this is my truth, and this is why. Like, you have to have that in yourself, because any belief that can't withstand challenge doesn't deserve to stand it. That's just how I feel about it. So this guy's channel, I think I already mentioned it. It was Canadian Awareness. I put the link in the description, but I'm sure Miss Liz will get it. Yes. So she got it. So I deeply resonated with this guy and his information, honestly. And I can always tell when I'm hearing the truth that I need to hear, because I get so excited. It just gets so excited. I'm like, oh my God, this is the truth. Like, this is right, And so he channels different reptilian races, and he brings himself to the table, like, really professionally. He seems to really have a system down for having been trained in remote viewing and telepathy and channeling. I just really valued and appreciated what he had to say. And so it got me thinking, because here's the thing. There's so many people, there's these disclosure celebrities out there, all right, that are really, they go hard on reptilians. And, I even bought into it at the beginning, like, oh, they're all bad. They're all, they're all these awful creatures, you know what I'm saying? But when you stop and you think logically for a second, there's so many races of reptilians, Okay, first of all, there's so many different versions of them. And not only that, but that saying that all of race is one bad, I know we've all been repeating this. To say one race is all bad is absolutely illogical. It is like saying all humans are all good. All humans are all bad. Like, you can't just say one whole entire thing is that. So I really appreciated, the fact that he, first of all, was willing to speak up and speak his truth, because that's a hard thing to do. I had to even started getting a little bit nervous when I was preparing for this stream about just even talking about it. Like, I was like, because I'm like, well, people might not like it. I know how there's certain people in the community, and here's because I have people that have been close to me, people that that were friends of mine for a very long time, where that is what they believe. They truly believe that all reptilians are bad, and they will basically shun you if you say you don't agree with them. And not only that, but the second someone tells me, okay, that they're all bad, well, here's my problem, because my soul grade walk-in, I found out later on, was a draconian human hybrid. So am I bad? Am I try my hardest to, to love unconditionally and to be true to myself at the same time, to be true to my principles, to be true to my standards. Okay, and this is why I resonated so much with this guy, because he really talked about their principles in a way that just struck a chord with me. It's like truth, authenticity, integrity, respect. Let's see, I wrote some of the other ones down. Yeah, honor, pride. They know who they are, and they live true to themselves and their nature, and they're unapologetic about it. And I think that some of us really need to learn how to harness that type of energy. And so that's what it got me to thinking, okay, because when some opposing opinion that is opposing like the larger majority of the collective's opinion about this subject, when someone else's opinion comes and it challenges it, the thing that I start to ask myself, okay, well, if this is true, okay, why would they tell us all these horrible things, that they're all bad? Why would they tell us that? Why would they want to keep us from connecting with a race? Okay, why would they want to do that? Well, I don't think the controllers of the world really want us to stand in our power. If they do have something valuable to teach us like that about honor and pride and respect and standing up, bravery, that's the biggest thing. Bravery and courage to speak your truth and be unapologetic about it. Like, I want that. I have that. That's what I'm doing here right now. It gave me courage to come out here today and to just say it to you guys like it is for me. Like, you don't have to agree with me. We can still coexist and not agree. That I think that is basically like one of the aspects, one of the energies that they share with us too, is that they just don't want to be fucked with either. They don't want to be fucked with, and they got their own stuff going on. I don't know. And now I'm not speaking about every single race of reptilians out there, because like there are bad humans, there are bad reptilians too. They just think differently than us. But I like some of the energies that they bring. I really do. And I think that they could have some things to teach us that humans could need. So anyway, I think that you guys should go check out his channel if you feel so inclined. If any of that message resonated with you, then I think it's just time to open up our minds to following our heart. I guess when it comes to this type of stuff, everyone follow your heart and what it says to you. Follow who resonates with you. Okay. All right. So I think that is. Oh, actually, there was one more thing I wanted to say. The character that they kind of reminded me of, the energy I was getting from it, is kind of the character energies of Star Trek Klingons a little bit, because what do Klingons care about? They care about honor, pride, respect, loyalty. They're very fierce. They're warriors, like they have rituals, they have standards, they have just strictness, like organization, organized. Those aren't inherently bad things. Those are actually really good things. I'm a being of love. Okay, so it's to be true to my nature, I have to be loving. I just choose to add all the other those other good things too, honor, respect, all those things. I choose to try to hold that much frequency of those things inside me and still be able to be honest and truthful with people. I don't want to sugarcoat truth for people. I want people to get what they need in order to heal, because that's really what it comes down to find, because that's what people want. They want their own peace and happiness, and they deserve it, and they're never going to get that if people won't be honest with each other. And so that's why I just do my best to be as brave and courageous in sharing my truth with people as I can. And it definitely made me feel good about myself, that there have been times where, you know, I've jumped into things and spoke up when I was so nervous and so scared. But you know how much bravery and courage that it took for me to do that? Like, wow, and that was the other thing. I'm sorry, I'm keeping like going on and on about this, but the fear thing, they hate fear. They're absolutely disgusted by fear. Okay, and humans, that's what they basically program us to be, is just little afraid, weak beings, you know? And I don't want to be that. In fact, that's one of the main missions that I've been working on ever since my soul break walk-in. Was I knew fear was the issue. I knew if we really have galactic brothers and sisters, then we are going to have to get over this fear of just even seeing them, of them being different than us, because we're in a human body that's a mammalian body, okay? And so it has these natural fight or flight responses. We have to find a way to root that out, so that way we can finally start to form these relationships that humanity deserves to have, because we need the help to finish this up. We need the help. Okay, so that's all I'm going to say about that. That's all. Done with it. Putting it aside. Okay, there we go. All right, so let's get to the last little fun part of the live today. And yeah. Gotta check the chat here real quick for a second. I got fortune cookies all over here in front of me. Can't even do it. Okay. So, who is ready for a tarot reading? Who is ready for the collective reading? Hello, Greg. Oh, hello, Matthew. Nice to see my favorite reptilian person coming in here, too. All right, what else we got? Anyone else? Noble Truth. Nice to see. Like your name. Like your name. Yeah, nice to see you. Okay. All right. I think I pretty much have been able to keep up with it here. Yes. Okay. There we go. You ready? I see you say ready, Chris. I'm ready. I'm ready. Okay, take a deep breath. Bringing in the energies of the collective. Okay. In the name of the Divine Infinite Creator, please assist me now. What does the collective need me to learn? I'm going to limit myself to 3 shuffles this time. Otherwise, I get shuffle happy. Okay, last shuffle. All right, and we're ready, collective. We are ready. Ooh. Collective card reading. I'd like to see that. Okay. What is it that we need to hear? Awesome. Okay. We got the King of Swords. Awesome. So what kind of energy is the King of Swords? Well, he is someone who's good with his words. He's someone who could be possibly even like, I always get air sign feeling from it, obviously, because the swords are air. He's someone who is very good at talking. He's very witty, can be very charming. But he can be a bit heavy, I feel like. Be a bit heavy is what I'm getting the impression of right now. He knows how to swing that sword, but he also uses it to keep himself safe. So he might be a little bit guarded, a little bit protected. Okay. So there may be some emotional wounding there. He's got a lot of things on his mind, pouring out of his mind. He thinks a lot. Okay, let's see what else we're going to use to describe this. What else do we need to know about this energy of swinging our sword? Okay, tell us more. Collective. Oh, well, we got the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. So this is a woman. I always feel like this is a woman she's manifesting. She's a master manifester. Okay. She's very solid and stable because she's represents by the earth sign, which is the Pentacles. Let me feel what else we got going on with her though. Like she's definitely surrounded with comforts. She definitely, she could be a little bit stubborn. She could be a little bit stubborn. You know, she's really focused though. She's really determined. Like she's creating this thing and like everything else is falling away in the background. Like what she's creating is her main thing. So that could make her a little bit immovable, so to speak. You know, it kind of reminds me of this thing going on right here. She's got fur, like she's the fur of the queen. Like, you know, there's a special reason why royalty wears this type of fur. I can't remember what it is right now. But if anyone knows, please throw it in the chat. Okay, so we got a man and a woman here. This man's focused ahead. This woman's focused on her creation. I do like to pay attention to what they're doing, like where they're looking. And it's like he's behind her a little bit, protecting her, maybe even watching out for her while she does this creation. Because you know, what is it when you're creating something and you're doing something and you're putting all your attention, you kind of need that in the wild, especially, you know, you would need that protection around you. Okay, so last card here though, tell us more. This is for the collective. Tell us more about this King of Swords energy. Boop, boop. Apparently I accidentally shuffled with the introduction cards. Their words. Awesome. I'll just show you guys real quick. This is what I got. So no, that's not the card. All right. Guess there's a lot to say. I don't know. Here we go. All right. Tell us more for the collective. Oh, we got the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so there's something really good luck going on here. Some luck is definitely changing. Let me just focus on this for a second. You could also speak to cycles, okay, because that wheel is on there. So, you know, even though the luck is changing and it's shifting into the good, it's shifting into the positive, just remember that there's always those ups and downs. There's always those cycles, and that's okay. I just get the feeling right now they're drawing my attention to these snakes on each side. It's like activation, Kundalini activation. From, well, it looks like a bull and a lion. So like Taurus and Leo. Activation coming together. So I would just feel into Taurus and Leo types of energies. What is that? Well, what do they share? They both share a passion, a fire, a drive. What else though? There can be a little bit of stubbornness and pride because Leo's more prideful, but Taurus is more stubborn. So something is going on here. I feel like some kind of teamwork thing is happening here for people, and it's going good. It's really it's driving things. It's really bringing some beautiful things into this world. I'm just gonna say that. I don't know. I feel really good about it. I feel really good about this live stream. I feel really good about that reading. yeah, I think that's really all I got, though, you guys. I think that's it. I almost want to do another reading for like, oh, that's Miss Liz, Elizabeth, Liz. You're getting a reading. You never. This is the thing, okay? She's always holding space. Okay, she's always holding space for the group. She's always very like she never met. She's better than me even that making sure with all the moderation jobs to stay on top of all of them and to be there and to hold space and stuff like that. And she never asks to have a reading done. She never asks, even though she could. But she wants everyone else to have a turn. She wants everyone else to have a chance. And so I'm going to honor her today by doing one more reading for her, even though she's probably maybe just listening or is off with her family for a second, because I know like she was getting ready to have dinner for her birthday. But she'll come back and she'll hear me. Oh, there you are. Yeah, I see. We're going to do a reading, birthday reading for Miss White Swan. This is just for you for your birthday. I can feel the love. All right, I'm picturing your face. I see your beautiful, beautiful face. This woman is gorgeous too, you guys. She doesn't hardly ever put her pictures up on social media or anything, but I've seen her. Beautiful woman. Okay, so what is Elizabeth most wanting to hear? One more time. Yeah, they're done. They're ready. I think the cards are ready. Just a reading for you for your birthday. Okay. Here we go. Oh, look at that. You got the Nine of Cups. That's someone who has definitely got a lot of good things going on right now. Definitely full. Wow, can't talk right now, can I? Definitely full of a lot of emotions. I still like to believe that this is a wish fulfillment card, but this wish fulfillment card also it's putting in a lot of emotions into all these different various cups. It's just full, to the point where you probably need to spill some of them out, but it's just a very good, jolly, happy feeling, which is a really, that's really an energy for a birthday celebration. I just get the feeling like, yes. But let's put down a little bit more cards, shall we? Okay, so tell us more. Oh, look at that. We got the Six of Cups. Okay, so you're getting a lot of emotion cards here. That's coming together like a reunion. That's like your family dinner basically right there. Because I mean, your mom's gonna be that she's making. If I didn't know about the birthday stuff, I would say also like childhood wound healing. Like being reminiscent and having an opportunity to heal some wounds from your childhood. I mean, celebrating with flowers. Like it's really, really good feeling cards. All right, so here we go. Let's do the last one. Anything else that you would like to tell her? Okay. We got the Five of Cups. All right. So I guess after you spill out the Nine of Cups cards, the Nine of Cups, just make sure that you focus on what you have still. If there's something that, needs to be let go of, and you might not want to let go of those things, it might feel like a very sad thing, like even just the feeling, it could just be as simple even as the feeling of your birthday party is over and everyone's leaving. You know what I'm saying? But you still have those two cups there, so even though they left, like, I feel like your husband and your daughter there, like they're still there, and it's okay. Like it's a joyful day. So just try to keep that in mind if you do happen to get down for whatever reason, if there's something that you just feel like is lost or over, like it's going to be good. Just turn back around to the happy side, So that's what I got for you. I love you so much. Cups, cups, cups. I know, right? Well, literally, you had like so many freaking cups. Like, oh my gosh, emotions, emotions, emotions. Oh yeah, I loved it. I loved it. Yes. Yeah, that's the universe saying cheers to you. Yes, yes. Okay, so is there anything else that I was going to do? How long have we been going for? What is that? 6:15. So I went almost for an hour. Okay, good. I feel like I got something done. I got something accomplished. All right, if there's any other questions, okay, I'm gonna wait a minute. I'm just gonna sit here and wait because I like to hang out in the space for a minute. I like to feel the energy with you guys because I can feel you guys. I can, and that's why part of why I have to like really when I'm trying to deliver these messages, I kind of have to like not look at the chat at all, so that way I can bring it in and stay focused. Yep. Lots of love to you guys. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful day and an absolutely wonderful weekend. And if you are interested, I do tarot readings, astrology readings, and manifestation coaching. If you are wanting to get one of those from me, then you can reach out to me, please, by email. I'm so happy I went live today, too. You know, guys, email me at auroradiamondheart@gmail.com. Okay. But yeah, I was going to go yesterday and things did not go my way. And you know what is so funny is that I made the graphic, I wrote the post up. I'm blocked on Facebook right now, guys. So if you guys are missing my memes, okay, I am so sorry, but I got targeted. I got attacked on my Facebook and someone reported me within 1 week. I got reported twice. The first time was only one meme, and it was for sexuality and nudity or something, and it was a rock meme. It was a crystal meme, and I was like, "What?" And they reversed the decision. Okay, Facebook reversed the decision. But this next time, a week later, they reported 9 of my memes, all varied. None of them really overtly sexual, except for maybe one. It was like a woman kissing a man, and she was like kind of half naked. But that doesn't matter because the rest of them were not. Okay, and so I fought Facebook. I disagreed with the decision, and they reversed all of the restrictions. But when I went to go post, it wasn't reversed. When I go post, it says you are unauthorized. You have this many days and hours until your thing comes back. But I have a backup. Okay, so I went to the backup to go post about yesterday's live, and it wouldn't let me even post from my backup. And that account's like half locked down too. I can only post on people's walls. That's it. That's it. So I went to go post on my own wall and it would not go through. I reposted this thing 3 times, tried to do it. And I mean, sat there, wrote it up. I was so frustrated. It did not go through at all. Okay. So that to me right there tipped me off. Like, okay, maybe Spirit is telling me this is not the right day to be going live. And so that's, and then the things started happening. And then the things started happening and I was like, oh, I'm not going live today. So I, quickly got back online and deleted everything. And I was like, okay, try again tomorrow, and I did feel a lot better about it today. So, because I just had a lot to do yesterday. Ooh, my back. See, oh gosh. Yeah. I don't know if anyone else notices this, but whenever I get into an argument with people or conflict is coming at me, I always feel these things. It feels like hooks and they go right into my back, like right here. And like, even if, let's say the argument hasn't started yet and I just open up the chat, that I have with this person and immediately, and I read the first couple sentences and immediately I can feel the hooks. I can feel the hooks going to my back. So I went through a lot of that yesterday, let's just say. And I'm really working on getting myself completely clear, completely focused on what it is that I'm trying to really bring into my life. And yeah, I guess that's about it. I guess the last thing I want to say is, again, just want to say that I'm going to be at the Journey to Truth conference in May in Illinois. Okay, so if you want to come meet me in person and you want to come hang out with a lot of the people that's in this chat, okay, find a way. Manifest it. What I would tell someone if they wanted to manifest something like that is I would just tell them to go in their heart and just propose it to God and just say, I really want to go to this event. I don't know how to make it happen. Could you please send me in the right way so that that could happen. You know, and usually for me, when I do that, if it's meant to be, I start getting movement and action within 24 hours. Okay, you'll start to, if you just put yourself in the state and you just feel it, like, okay, this, I'm here, it's happening, I'm going to this event, you know, and you just accept it and you feel what it would feel like if you were actually going to, but without knowing any of the details. Imagine what it would feel like, okay, inside of you to know you were going. If you pull in that feeling and you hold on to it, that is what starts opening up the energies to inspire you to move to it. Like, you will be inspired to do the things that will bring it about. That's the thing about manifestation, is you will be inspired if you are really holding that energy of that end game, okay, of the what it would feel like for you to have the thing that you're asking for. You know, it's called the bridge of incidence that starts to open up. So if you guys want to come meet me, if that's one of your goals, imagine what it would feel like to be at that event and come hang out. Let the things work out for themselves. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so we're going now. I'm actually going to go now. Live from the Blue Fairy. It was lovely to see you guys. Yes, please like and share. Thank you, April. And I did work. I see I'm talking too much here as I'm trying to get out the door. And I did try to find you again. I texted you. I tried to find your name to make you moderator, but they just are not showing me that. And they're not. I can't find your name in there in the list. So let's talk after. Okay. Bye, Queen Victor. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you, guys. Bye, Chris. Bye, Miss Liz. Happy birthday again. It is your birthday. Let's have some fun. Dun, 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 dun. Bye, bye. Bye, bye.